Something that we have done over and over and over again is to take a real world situation, also known as word problems. We don't like to use that word because everybody's afraid of word problems. But one thing that we've done over and over again is to take a word problem and write an equation or equations and then solve it. Let's see if we can go the other way though. So here's not an equation. Sorry, I'm terrible at English. Here's an equation. Can we write a real world situation, a word problem, that would work with this equation? So let's divide this equation into two pieces. So we've got our left side of the equation, which is 150 plus 25x, and we've got our right side of the equation, which is 55x. This equal sign in the middle is just saying, when are these two things the same? So that's going to be our connecting phrase here. When are they equal? And something that we've done pretty much all throughout this course is that we have treated the y-intercept, which on the left side is 150, as an initial fee or a starting cost. And then we've treated the slope, the rate of change, as a like per cost, like per hour, per minute, per day. I'm just going to say per hour just to get us started here. If we look over at the other side here, this has the slope. It's got 55x, so it also has the per hour. But the initial fee does not exist, or it does, but it's zero because this one does not have a constant added on to it. In other words, it's not 55x plus 40 or something. It's just 55x, which is the same thing as 55x plus zero. So the situation that I want to write is I want to come up with something where one thing has an initial fee and a per hour, per minute, per second cost, and the other thing just has a per hour, per minute, per second cost. And my question is going to be, when are these two things equal? Now, the situation can be anything I can come up with, like saving money, spending money. If I'm going to do something with cost, maybe I'm collecting something, and so person number one are like is gifted a collection of 150 thingies, and then collects 25 more every month. And person number two starts with zero thingies and collects 55 per month. It doesn't matter. Somebody starts with some stuff and then adds more, and person number two doesn't start with some stuff and then adds more. It doesn't really matter what the situation is, as long as thing one starts with something and goes up, and thing two starts with nothing and goes up. So it doesn't matter what you pick. Now, I'm going to use, we just had a hailstorm here a couple of months ago, and I have just been like inundated with people wanting to repair my roof. So I'm going to use roofers as my real world situation. And so I'm going to call the left side roofing company A. Roofing company A, and their initial fee is going to be, let's say, their inspection. They charge $150 inspection fee and $25. $25 per hour is insanely cheap. So I'm going to say $25 per minute. That's closer to what they actually charge. $25 per minute to repair hail damage. I can find a roofing company for $25 per hour. Good Lord. To repair hail damage. Okay, roofing company B, that's going to be these guys. This is going to be company B. Roofing company B. Now, their initial cost was zero. So, roofing company B gives free inspections, or we could say no cost inspections if you like, gives free inspections and charges $55 per minute. to repair hail damage. And then I'm going to ask my question. My question was, when are they going to be equal? So after how many minutes? It's not going to be many. After how many minutes will the companies charge the same amount of money? So we have one situation describing the left side of the equation. We have a second situation describing the right side of the equation. And then the way we describe the equal sign is just how long is it going to take for them to be the same? And so the situation doesn't matter. The situation could be whatever ridiculous thing you want. The important part is that you have one side having an initial fee and 25 going up by 25, 25 per whatever. The second side having an initial fee and 55 per whatever, and that initial fee needs to be zero. And then the question is, okay, when are these things the same? And that's our real world situation.